Okay, and obviously I'm now tackling in part 2 of my slasher series, Freddy versus Jason. Who will come out the victor? Who is your favourite out of the two? Personally, for me, I like this lug. Jason's my dude. And even if he's got a sackcloth on his head or his mum is doing the job for him, come on, the film series has its moments. Freddy, on the other hand, he's still awesome, but I'm really not liking the idea of him coming to me in my dreams. Oh dear. So I'll start with Freddy because he has a smaller franchise, which isn't that much smaller, but you know, it's a difference of 11 films and 8 films. So with Freddy, you have the first 7 films. So you have, let's see, it's Nightmare on Elm Street, you have Freddy's Revenge, you have Dream Warriors, The Dream Master, Dream Child, which is my personal favourite, Final Nightmare, and then New Nightmare. Let's just say off the bat, Final Nightmare, number 6, you can forget that one. Horrendous film. I rewatched it recently and I just hated it even more. I realised I didn't remember even seeing that film until the rewatch, and then I was like, this is why I forgot you. So personally, for me, everything but number 6 is worthy of your watching. Other than that, watch it just for the sake of it if you want to. New Nightmare is fun because it has the little boy who played Gage in Pet Sematary in it and things like that. And it brings back Heather Langenkamp, and, you know, everyone loves Nancy. Personally, I like Lisa Wilcox because I always liked her character more than I did Nancy. Sorry, Heather Langenkamp. And this also, if you have this box set, it has 8 discs. So there's an extra one that's called All New Fear Himself, The Life and Crimes of Freddy Kreuger. So if you have an interest in the documentaries behind films and things like that and the storylines, that is a good documentary to follow. Enjoy it. Obviously, in recent years, we had the remake with Jackie Earle Haley. Now, that poor guy got a lot of hate for his costume and his portrayal of Freddy. Personally, he was the redeeming factor for me. This film is not a good film. It's so teen, so in the cinema type thing. Oh my God, those 15-year-olds doing that all the time. Do my nut. But to be honest, Freddy himself is actually a really good character. They just made the dirty side of Freddy, the backstory that we all knew about. We didn't need to know in depth about. We all knew what he did. We all knew what he was. But this just went into it a bit too far and it kind of repulsed people. So I think that turned people off at the beginning of the film and it created this uneasy feeling when you're watching it. And I agree, it is... Personally, Jackie Earle Haley did an amazing job as Freddy. And Robert Englund has even come out and said he adores Jackie Earle. Anyone who knows the guy, he's most known for being in Watchmen, the comic book film. That one, he played Rorschach, the guy with the ink blot mask. So he's actually really, really good. Okay, so with the Jasons, we have the original, you have the second film, you have the third film, you have the fourth film, you have the fifth film, you have the sixth film, the 7th film, yeah, there's more. The 8th film where he takes Manhattan. The 9th film with some awkward body swapping. Yeah, don't ask. And the 10th film where he goes to space. Personally, I love this one. It's a lot of laughs. A lot of people hate it, but I love cheesy horror. You know, Food of the Gods is one of my favorites. With this series, you have people like Corey Feldman, you have Kevin Bacon, you know, there's the great Pamela Voorhees moment at the beginning of at the end of the first film, at the beginning of the saga. He goes to Manhattan, he goes to space. What's not to love? The only other person who's done things like that is Leprechaun. So, of course, good old Jason. He got a remake recently, and unfortunately, they seemed to think they could mash it with My Bloody Valentine, which ended up with this stupidity in a maze of labyrinth sort of proportions beneath the ground. Why? You know, you had some good acting, you had some nice people, and then you did that. Why? Jason never keeps a victim. He just kills them. So stop doing that, please. Just let him kill. That's his job. Let him kill. Then, obviously, in between the remakes and the original series, we had Freddy versus Jason. Now, for anyone who's just a pure fan and just wants to see these two guys together battling it, this was a great film. It had some cheesy moments. It had some fun. You had Kelly Rowland making jokes about a Christmas sweater. It had some very fun young cast, but also it brought back the amazing Freddy and Jason. So, of course, we got to see them duel it out. And who would be the victor? It seems most people think Freddy was, others think Jason was. I'm not going to say anything until you guys see it. After that, the only other thing I can say that I adore of this franchise is there was a novel series. So you have Jason and Freddy have their own novel series. I own 2 of them. I have Jason's one, Friday the 13th, Hate, Kill, Repeat, which is quite interesting. But I actually prefer the Nightmare on Elm Street one, Suffer the Children. Horrible title, I know. But if they made that into a film, I think it would blow people away because it has aspects of his series, as well as, you know, he had a TV show as well, so did Jason. They both had their own little thing going. But in the Freddy franchise, you have that whole Dream Child, Dream Master, things like that. All that kind of comes to a head in this book, and it kind of comes together in the most perfect way. It would have been the perfect way to do a remake instead of what they did. Again, poor Jackie Earl got stuck in that, and he was the only redeeming factor. So you tell me what you think about the Freddy and Jason franchises, and keep watching.